Yo! Ever looked at someone and immediately thought, they seem smart? Or, I wouldn't trust that guy with my lunch. What if I told you? Your face might be snitching on your entire personality, and you don't even know it. Yep, we're diving into the wild world of physiognomy. The ancient and kind of weird science of reading people's character just by looking at their face. Want to know what your eyebrows say about your confidence? Or what your chin might reveal about your leadership skills? This is not some Harry Potter spell. It's based on centuries of observation, and honestly, it's kind of fun. So before you judge me by my face, let's find out what yours is saying about you. Quick question to start. Do you think your personality matches how your face looks? Drop your answer in the comments. Alright, let's start with the eyes. Yeah, the so-called windows to the soul. In physiognomy, people with big round eyes are usually seen as open, emotional, and creative. Think Disney characters. Meanwhile, narrow eyes, they often belong to people who are focused, analytical, maybe a little suspicious. And if someone avoids eye contact, that doesn't always mean they're lying. Sometimes it means they're shy, introverted, or just socially awkward. Relatable, right? Also, watch the blink rate. Someone blinking a lot might be nervous or overwhelmed. Someone who barely blinks, they might be calculated or just forgot they're human. So next time you're talking to someone, look at their eyes. Not just for color, but for clues. Let's talk eyebrows. Those fuzzy personality billboards above your eyes. High eyebrows usually means someone's more cautious, sensitive, and thoughtful. They take their time before trusting people. Low eyebrows? These folks tend to be more direct, confident, and action-oriented. Like, let's go now. Energy. Thick, bold eyebrows? Leaders, go-getters. People who don't back down from a challenge. Thin or barely there brows? They're often more careful, precise, maybe even a little shy. And if someone's always raising one eyebrow like The Rock, that's big sarcasm energy. So next time you see someone with epic brows, don't just say nice shape, decode their vibe. Alright, noses. Not just for sniffing drama. In physiognomy, a big nose is often linked to strong leadership, independence, and ambition. These people want to be in charge. A small nose? It can suggest someone who's more flexible, easygoing, and great in teamwork situations. Now the bridge of the nose matters too. A straight nose bridge, confidence and control. A curved one? More empathy, creativity, and adaptability. Even nostrils say something. Wide nostrils? They can mean generosity and big emotions. Narrow ones, more reserved, logical types. Is this science or sorcery? Who knows? But it's crazy how much personality we link to something in the middle of our face. Your mouth isn't just for eating chips and spilling tea. It can say a lot about you. Wide mouths? These folks are usually outgoing, expressive, and enthusiastic. Big smile equals big energy. Thin lips, more serious, detail-focused, sometimes even perfectionists. Full lips, warm, caring, maybe a little dramatic. You know the type. And if someone always holds their lips tightly, might be a sign they're private, disciplined, or trying not to say something stupid. Respect. Also, watch how people smile. Real smiles light up the eyes too. Fake ones, just the mouth, moves like a robot. So yeah, next time someone grins at you, is it genuine, or are they plotting your downfall? Now let's talk chins and jaws. The bottom line of your face, literally.
Maybe he could just be like a chat also, shit.
A strong jawline? It usually signals confidence, determination, and maybe a little stubbornness. People with sharp jaws tend to take charge. A rounded jaw? More flexible, kind-hearted, and sensitive to others' feelings. Big chins? Ambitious people with a go big or go home mindset. Small chins? Often thoughtful, gentle, and more emotionally aware. And a cleft chin? Like a little dimple in the middle? It's often seen as a mark of someone bold, charming, and a bit flirtatious. Again, this isn't fortune-telling, but it's kind of wild how we feel these things about faces without even realizing it. Okay, real talk. Can your face really reveal your true personality? Well, kind of. Physiognomy isn't exact science.
but it's based on real patterns humans have noticed for thousands of years. We judge people's faces all the time, in seconds, and even if it's not 100% accurate, it helps us read vibes and make snap decisions, good or bad. So next time you look in the mirror, ask yourself, what is your face saying to the world? Final question for you. What's one facial feature you think describes your personality perfectly? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you're having fun and learned something cool, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and share this video with someone who has big personality energy. Let's decode more faces. Together. Let's go upstairs. To the forehead. Yep, even your forehead's out here spilling your secrets. A high forehead? Often seen in people who are analytical, curious, and big picture thinkers. They love deep convos and nerdy stuff. A low forehead usually belongs to action takers, people who just do instead of overthinking. A wide forehead? That's linked to quick learners and strong memory. Ever met someone who remembers everything you said in 3rd grade? That's them. And wrinkles? Nah, we don't judge. But horizontal lines, the thinker's lines, can hint at a life full of planning and overanalyzing. So yeah, don't hide that forehead behind bangs. It's got character. Alright, now let's talk about ears, the most underrated feature in face reading. In physiognomy, big ears are seen on people who are good listeners, detail-oriented, and sometimes a little rebellious. Small ears, often more private, reserved, and thoughtful. Sticking out ears, independent thinkers. They don't care what people think, they walk their own path. Also, ear position matters. High-set ears, fast learners. Low-set ears, steady, patient minds. Even earlobes got secrets. Attached earlobes, traditional, family first. Detached ones, free-spirited, independent. So next time someone says, you got big ears, just say, yeah, 'cause I actually listen. Ever noticed those little smile lines or laugh lines around someone's mouth or eyes? In physiognomy, they tell us a lot. People with deep smile lines, usually warm, optimistic, social, the kind of people who make others feel comfy fast. No lines at all could mean they're serious, or maybe just still young, lucky. Crow's feet near the eyes? That's actually a good sign. Emotional depth, strong bonds, and a life full of laughter. Of course, some people get them from stress, but hey, it still means you felt life deeply. And honestly, a real smile beats a perfect face every time. So don't hide those lines. Wear them like achievement badges. Ever heard that symmetrical faces are more attractive? Well, physiognomy agrees. Kind of. People with very symmetrical faces often seen as balanced, logical, and emotionally stable, like nothing phases them energy. But get this, asymmetry isn't bad. It's actually associated with creativity, spontaneity, and mystery. Ever met someone who looks a little quirky and you love it? That's asymmetry charm. A droopy eye, tilted smile, or uneven eyebrow, that could mean emotional depth or unconventional thinking. So yeah, perfect faces are cool, but interesting faces, they tell stories. Which one are you? Let's talk about your resting face. You know, the one you have when you're not doing anything. Some people have a naturally smiley resting face. Others, well, ever been told, why are you mad when you're literally just existing? Physiognomies as resting expressions show your default vibe. Smiley faces equals approachable and open. Neutral or resting serious face equals focused and intense. The truth is, people often misread you based on your resting look, which is kinda unfair, but also kind of powerful. You can use it to your advantage, to seem in control, chill, or extra friendly depending on what you want. Your face might say more than your words. Choose wisely. Okay, real question. Is physiognomy real science, or just ancient guesswork? Short answer, it's not 100% scientific, but it is based on thousands of years of observation across different cultures. Think of it like body language. Not a hard rule, but it gives clues. Psychologists even use microexpressions to read emotions in a split second. So, does a big nose equal strong leadership? Not always. But can facial features suggest personality traits? Definitely. Bottom line, don't judge people just by their face. But learning to read subtle signals, That's a superpower. Use it wisely, Sherlock. Alright, let's wrap this up. Today, you learned how your eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth, chin, ears, forehead, and even your smile lines might be telling the world who you are. Are these traits always right? Nope. But they give us cool insights, and honestly, it's fun to think about. So what now? Go grab a mirror, take a selfie, or look at your friends like a face-reading detective. Just don't get weird about it. What do you think reveals the most about someone's personality? Comment it down below. If you made it this far, you're officially awesome. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who always judges people by their face. Catch you next time.